Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. Hey, how's it going? Guys, first, Jake and Josh are not funny of the years on February 20th. Thursday, February 20th. That's the third Thursday of the month. We're doing every third Thursday of the month, so our first is February 20th at 8 o'clock at Pine Box Rock Shop in Brooklyn, baby. If you live in Brooklyn, fucking you gotta go. It's a free show. It's going to be so funny, so fun, so sick. And if you're not from Brooklyn, if you don't live in New York, come on into the city, dude. I'll buy you a drink. You'll see a free funny show. I'll buy you a drink after the show. You'll have a great time, okay? So Pine Box Rock Shop, February 20th. That's a Thursday. So no more Sundays, dude. No more fucking death-defying Sundays that we used to have to do. Now it's a Thursday. Thirsty Thursday. Come on through, laugh and drink, and have a fucking gay old time. You know what I'm saying? As they say in the 50s, have a gay old time. Anyway, yeah, dude. Also Mario, dude. It's me, Mario. If you haven't watched Mario yet, go fucking watch that documentary, dude. You need to know the truth about who Mario really is, okay? And he's a fucking shitty Italian-American pile of garbage. You gotta fucking watch it, okay? The Real Super Mario on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. There's gonna be more videos soon. And, yeah, dude, that's it. Let's start the fucking podcast, dude. What's up? You guys want an insight into how stupid I am? Do you guys want a deep insight into the moron that I am? Right before I started recording, I had like a serious back and forth, tense conversation in my brain on whether or not to wear socks for this. Like, at first I was like, oh, should I put socks on? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I was like, well, will I be comfortable with socks on? Will I be more comfortable with them off? What should I do? What should I do right now? And then it started stressing me out. It became an actual fucking dilemma that stressed me out whether or not to wear socks on a podcast where you won't ever see my fucking feet. What, dude? And I won't tell you what I settled on, okay? Because feet are a very sensitive topic. Feet are fucking disgusting. Am I right? Dude, who out there has a foot fetish? I hope nobody, dude. Listen, if you're a fan of this podcast and you have a foot fetish, go with God. That's great. But also, gross, dude. I don't want to shame your fetish, but also at the same time, gross, dude. Don't lick feet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't get it. Dude, I am so repulsed by foot stuff that if I'm watching porn, it's always lesbian porn too. What is going on with, why is that a thing? It's always a lesbian porn where you're watching it and you just want to see two people kiss. All right? You're already like, I don't feel that aggressive today. Let me just watch two women kiss and like each other. That'll probably get me aroused. More than a guy being like, dude, my fucking dick. And she's like, hang on, you got a fucking dick. Nah, let me watch two people in an office, like, be like, hey, fucking, let's make out a bunch. Anyway, and then all of a sudden, they're kissing, and you're like, oh, this is going well. And then all of a sudden, a foot is grabbed, and they start jamming it in their mouth, and I literally go, oh, fuck, what the fuck? I have to turn it off. I have to turn it off immediately. I get so grossed out that I go, oh, fuck. And I switch the fucking dial. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I've tried. I've powered through. I've had moments where I'm like, okay, I've seen this video before. I know when the foot comes in. Maybe the foot exits right after. Let's see. And then I watch it. I get to the foot part. I go, all right, Jake, stomach it, get through. They'll go back to kissing and doing other normal fucking things. And then guess what? They move on to other things, but then they also include feet in those other things. And I'm like, I got to get the fuck out of here, dude. Who wants a foot in their vagina? I don't understand, dude. Who wants a foot job? It doesn't make any sense to me, dude. Just use your hands. Okay? A foot job is like soccer to me. Just use your fucking hands. You know what I'm saying? Every time I watch soccer, I'm like, let's just watch rugby. Because they're like, oh, let's run with the ball in our arms because that makes sense with our bodies. Okay? Anybody who likes foot jobs are definitely huge soccer fans. They fucking love football, as they say. Okay? For sure. All right? Dave Chappelle says he likes foot jobs. I guarantee you he likes football. For sure. He better, dude. Otherwise, what are you doing, dude? If you're obsessed with feet and you don't like Quentin Tarantino and soccer, what the fuck are you doing? Huh? Anyway. Pornography. Interesting stuff, huh? I'm trying to angle this mic so it's not in front of my face, but at the same time, I don't want to not be able to pick up my voice, baby. I watched another podcast where someone insulted another podcast. Dude, I was watching this podcast that was basically the fucking podcast war, dude. I'm all up in those podcasts, dude. But I saw somebody insulting another podcaster or whatever you want to call it because they have their mic in their face, and then that got me self-conscious. I was like, dude, is the fucking mic in my face? It is in my face. God damn it. I gotta try and get it out of my face a little bit. But also, you know what? If it is in my face, who gives a shit, dude? As long as you can hear my voice. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be watching this. The video's a fucking bonus, my dude. Although that's the main way I listen to podcasts, weirdly enough. Everyone gives me shit for it. It's like, what are you talking about? I go, dude, I like to see the person's face. And they're like, what? And I'm like, it's funnier, dude. If you listen to comedy podcasts, the video is better. It's just a fact. Also, a lot of times they do things that are very visual. So if you get that visual, you get that with the laughs. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, fucking feet fetish. Fetishes are strange. How do fetishes come about? Like, where does that come from? Foot fetish. Somebody stroke your dick with their foot when you're young and you don't realize? Is that what happens? Are you in like third grade and somebody kicks you in the dick and for some reason you're like, I actually, like, do you upset the girl that you like and she kicks you in the dick and then you're like, oh, foot fetish now for the rest of my life? How does it happen? Where do fetishes come from? Also, what is a fetish? Why are certain things considered a fetish? Does it have to be a taboo thing to be considered a fetish? Or does your lust for it and interest in it make it a fetish? Because, dude, I love kissing, okay? I love it. I fucking like it more than most people, I think, right? But I've never called it a fetish once. And whenever I've been like, is it a fetish? Or like asked the person I'm with, they're like, nah, you just like it a lot. And I'm like, yeah, but isn't that what a fetish is? You just like something too much? But then masturbation's not if someone masturbates too much, is that a fetish? No, it's an addiction, apparently. So why isn't it a foot addiction? Is a fetish also an addiction? Dude, these are the questions that need to be answered. And I don't have the fucking medical expertise to answer it. Anyway. What else was I going to fucking talk about? I feel like going into this podcast this week, I was like, I have nothing to talk about. And then I started writing some shit down. I was like, oh, maybe I do. What do I have written down? Dude, I don't. Did I get to this last week? It's a dangerous territory because if I did, then what the fuck am I doing? I think I did. About people at the bar, like, just go home. I think I talked about this. Anyway. Oh. Okay. Okay. People keep saying this, and it's people keep trying to make this because it's the 20s now, right? I've already seen a couple different variations of making this fucking beginning of this decade stupid and corny, okay? I heard somebody say, oh, well, I'll say it. I heard Robert Downey Jr. say on a podcast, we're in 2020 right now, so I'm all about clarity. What, dude? We're in 2020 now, so you're all about clarity? Why? Because 2020 vision, dude? Shut the fuck up. Robert Downey Jr., I respect you. I think you're a great guy. I love that podcast. You're an interesting, talented dude. Loved you as Iron Man. Loved you in Tropic Thunder. Loved you in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which you mentioned is a movie that you think might be the best movie you were in. I agree. It was the best movie you were in. I loved it. Tropic Thunder is probably a close second. You are great. But 2020, I'm all about clarity. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Shut up. What, so in 2021, you're going to forget the fucking clarity because it's no longer a vision statistic? Isn't 2019 also vision that you can have? Isn't any 4 numbers of type of vision you can have? Why is 2020... So what, you were seeing fucked up a year ago? What are you talking about, dude? 2020, I'm all about clarity. Dude, just live your life well. You're already doing it. Okay, I feel bad. Doolittle is getting horrible reviews. I'm sorry, dude. You look like you're putting your all in. I don't blame you. I blame the CGI animals and the fact that they turned into Pirates of the Caribbean. Why the fuck would they make it Pirates of the Caribbean? Okay? Hey, you can talk to animals. Let's put you on a pirate ship. No, dude. Let's not put you on a pirate ship. Let's fucking have you run a daycare or something in the next movie. Basically, Eddie Murphy did it, okay? He did it well. I don't get why they're doing it again. But if you're going to do it again, just do the same fucking thing, okay? Just have him be a doctor in modern time, all right? That's what we want to see. We don't want to fucking see a Welshman on a pirate ship. We don't care. We saw it already. And it was a movie about swashbuckling and skeletons, which suits the fucking high seas, dude. I don't want to see you talking to CGI animals in a fucking archaic prison, okay? Well, lion, we meet again. No, dude, I don't want to see that. Okay? You're obviously not clarity because you picked that fucking movie and it's 2020, okay? Or maybe, I guess because you filmed it before this fucking year, it was so I'm right. It was, every year before this was fucked up vision, but now it's 2020, so now I see, Doolittle, why the fuck did I do that? Anyway, that was a little bit annoying, but the main one I keep hearing are people going, oh, sick, it's 2020. This is the new roaring 20s. Hey, dude, no, it isn't. Shut the fuck up. This is not the new roaring 20s. This is the definitive boring fucking 20s, okay? We're all on our phones and fucking walking into walls, all right? We're boring as shit, dude. We're all about to fucking launch into VR headsets and never speak to a real person ever again. We're boring as shit, dude. Okay? And yes, is that corny and it rhymes with roaring? Yes, it is. But guess what? It's more fitting than roaring 20s, all right? There's nothing roaring about a Tesla, okay? Oh, let's get cars that save the environment. I think it's good for the world and I'm happy it's happening, but is there anything roaring about that? No, dude. In the roaring 20s, people were underground drinking alcohol because it was illegal, dude. The people were doing fucked up shit. They were smoking indoors and dying of lung cancer and not giving a fuck about it. Okay? What are we doing now? E-cigarettes? We're dying because we're hacking into e-cigarette rigs so you can fucking have a longer draw? Dude, we're boring. I like the time we're in right now. I don't think our generation sucks, but come on, dude. Roaring? Shut the fuck up. Okay? People were having kids and throwing them off buildings back then, dude. What are we doing? We're not even allowed to fucking kill kids. It's going to make an abortion joke. Right? We're fighting for the right to fucking terminate the pregnancies. Back then, they were just going, fuck it, and shoving it. They were doing the hanger move, which, again, shouldn't be what's done. All right? And I don't know why people can't just go into clinics now and be like, yo, dude, I want to get an abortion. And then be like, all right. So, you know what? Maybe that's one, you know what? That's one roaring thing still. Oh, man. That's one thing we have common with the 1920s right now is that you still can't get an abortion. It's still fucking hard. Oh, that's fucked. Anyway, what was I talking about? The roaring 20s, dude. I don't mean to get political, guys. But let people get abortions, huh? I've already talked about this, right? Listen, I get if you're Christian and you think it's against God to get an abortion. But then just don't get one. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to get one. Let the other people who don't believe in the man in the sky to do what they're going to do with their own bodies. I don't get it. Anyway, roaring 20s, guys. Let's stick to the roaring 20s. There's nothing roaring about it, okay? We're in the fucking boring 20s. People are excited about fucking Half-Life 3, all right? Levitating hands, picking up items. Oh, sick, dude! In the roaring 20s, people were fucking... Al Capone was trying to be in the newspaper because he wanted to be the pretty boy gangster. And all the other gangsters around him were like, dude, we're going to shoot you in the fucking face. Shut up, idiot. Or no, they were like, he'll take the fall, whatever. Dude, I'm losing references. But it doesn't matter, dude. All I know is fucking Boardwalk Empire is the roaring 20s, okay? We're not. Yeah, anyway, so I don't know what we're going to call this beginning of this decade or this decade. I don't know. They'll think of something. If they do call it the Roaring 20s again, the second Roaring 20s, it's like, what are we doing, dude? Also, don't we name these decades in retrospect? Like, were they calling it the Roaring 20s when the 20s were happening? No, right? Also, we're setting a dangerous precedent. If we do Roaring 20s again, then the motherfuckers in 2020 or 2020 and 3020 are going to be like, dude, we got to do it again. And then we're just fucking going to be a hack species for all of eternity till whenever the sun burns out and we all die. Sorry, I was checking the levels on the fucking... I'm all paranoid because I put the levels up a little bit more than I usually do. And whenever I'm shouting, I'm like, oh no, this is going to sound fucking awful. Who knows, dude? Hope I'm not hurting your ears, guys. What else? What the fuck else? The Oscars, huh? I guess we could talk about that now, too. The Oscars, baby. Dude, okay, so the Oscars. I don't know. I think I talked about them last year a little bit, maybe, because I started this podcast in February, and I think Aren't the Oscars in like February or something like that? They are, right? Yeah, they are. Because they just announced the nominations now. It's January. So I think last year I did talk about the Oscars a little bit. Anyway, people are pissed about the Oscars again. Of course, dude. At this point, they just, I think, they purposely are like, let's cause a little bit of a ruckus. Because why the fuck not? Because if they don't cause any ruckus, we're at the point now, if an award show does everything perfectly and pleases everybody in the world, everyone forgets that it's on because there's no headlines about it. That's what happens now. It's like the Emmys barely ever have headlines around them, so nobody fucking watches them. When's the last time you watched the Emmys or knew it was on? I always know the Oscars is coming. You know why? Because there's always fucking controversy surrounding it. Always. And here's the thing. Whether you think there's controversy or you don't think there's controversy, here's what I have to say. Here's really my only opinion on the Oscars in general. Why are you watching it? Guess what I didn't do last year? Watch the Oscars. Because why the fuck would I watch them? You know what I'm saying? The only reason to watch the Oscars is if the host that's on it is somebody you think is funny and that you like. Otherwise, why the fuck would you watch the Oscars? You know what? I like Ricky Gervais, right? And I thought he was fucking hilarious during the Golden Globes. Guess what I didn't do? Watch the Golden Globes. Guess what I did do? Watched his monologue afterwards, watched the highlights afterwards, watched the speeches from the people I like who won on YouTube because they put it there now. So why the fuck are you watching the show? The best way to show people that you aren't happy with their thing is to not participate in the viewing of it. So why don't you just not watch it? Listen, every single year people get snubbed. And people try and act like that's the thing. It's all perspective. It's all people's fucking movies. What people think should be the fucking thing. This year, Honey Boy was an amazing film. Filmed by a woman, right? And when people talk about what's snubbed, not a lot of people bring that movie up. But I still think it was snubbed, but I'm not fucking complaining about it. I'm going, yeah, the Oscars aren't going to pick that fucking movie. I haven't seen The Farewell yet. I've been meaning to see it. I'm going to watch it this weekend, hopefully. It looks fucking incredible. But if you asked me, I know that the Oscars aren't going to pick The Farewell. Because it's not in your fucking face enough. You know what I'm saying? The Oscars act like they're into art films, but they're not. They're into in your fucking face, hey, we want to be an art films. And I'm not shitting on, or they're just into movies that have, of directors that have been a staple forever, that have been making artistic films forever, which is fine, dude. It's an institution. That makes sense. Okay? I have no problem with them nominating Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese. They're fucking brilliant filmmakers, and they made brilliant movies this year. All right? But, like, the Safdie brothers have never been nominated. They made Good Time, which was the best movie that year, arguably. I mean, I think Get Out, Good Time, and Maudie were my favorite fucking movies that year. Again, Maudie was fucking snubbed. Written by a woman, directed by a woman, starring Sally Hawkins in a fucking amazing performance. But what fucking did she get nominated for? The Shape of Water, which again, I love that movie. But it's not exactly an independent film. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're at a certain rung, they don't give a fuck. Farewell, Uncut Gems, Honey Boy, all those movies are here. Okay? They have top quality fucking talent. They have the most creative, interesting, best people in the business making it. They have the future of the business making the fucking movie, but they're not getting recognized by the awards. So What does that tell you? That tells you, fuck the awards, dude. I'm excited that the best up-and-coming people aren't getting nominated for shit, because maybe that means that it's over for these institutions. Maybe that means who gives a fuck about the Oscars? Because who gives a fuck about them? Who cares, dude? When I was a kid, I used to think that the best movie won the award, all right? And then when I became fucking 16 or whatever the fuck, there was a moment where I realized, oh no, the people who campaign, the people who kiss ass, the people who do the schmoozing are the ones who win. It's not based on merit. It's not based solely on you did a fucking excellent job. And once I learned that, I went, fuck awards, who cares? Just make an incredible film that people won't forget. I'm not going to forget Uncut Gems. I'm not going to forget that movie. That's the movie this year that won't escape my fucking mind. So guess what? It won my award. And that's all that matters. Did the movie stay in your fucking head? That's awesome. That's the best fucking gift you could give those directors, those people who slaved over that film, is that you paid money to see their movie and you won't forget it, and the next movie they make, you'll line up for that one. That's it. That's a well-written film. A film that you fucking can't wait to see what's next from those people. Fucking Lynn Ramsey, you were never really here. Okay? Arguably, same concepts that are fucked around with in Joker were all in that movie. That movie wasn't recognized for shit. Okay? Joaquin easily should have and could have won Best Actor for that movie. Wasn't even nominated. Lynn Ramsey should have won Best Director and Best Screenplay for that movie. Didn't win. Didn't even get nominated. Happens every year. So, you guys can do whatever you want. You guys can watch the Oscars. You cannot watch the Oscars. But I'm letting you know that I think the Oscars are a bunch of bullshit. And because I think that, I'm not going to watch them. And I think that the best way to show that you don't like something is to fucking bow out. So, anyway, I didn't mean to get all serious about the Oscars, but could have made that more funny. But anyway, that was the end of the first half. I'll see you in a second. Hello, and we're back. What's up? All right, enough super serial Oscar talk. Let's fucking have some fun. What can we talk about? Dude, you know what we could talk about? All right, so I might be late to the game with this. But if you watch reality TV, that's cool. I'm cool with that. A lot of people watch reality TV and they watch it. I mean, there is no watching it ironically. A lot of people go, oh, I watched The Bachelor, but it's ironic. No, it isn't. You're watching The Bachelor. You're actually being affected by it. You like the fucking thing. That's cool, dude. Just don't act like you're above the thing that you watch all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not above video games. I don't think video games are for losers or for nerds. And if I do think that, then I think I'm a loser and a nerd, which I kind of am, and that's fine. But do you understand what I'm saying? You can't fucking go, Mario is a stupid goddamn game, but play it every single day of your life and go, well, I'm just playing it because I think it's funny that it exists. No, dude, it exists. There's giant tomatoes. It's offensive towards Italian people, but you love the thing, okay? By the way, go watch Real Super Mario on YouTube right now. Full documentary. It's great. Shameless plug. No, but it's fine, okay? It's fine. You can watch reality TV. But I don't watch a lot of reality TV, okay? A lot of people try and give me different shows and they try and get me into it. That's fine. My friend loves Big Brother. I've never seen it, I don't think. I've tried The Bachelor or whatever the fuck. I think somebody I was dating loved a certain reality TV show. I think it was The Bachelorette or something like that, and I tried watching it and I hated it, but I tried, right? But I was dating somebody, I forget who. It might have been my last. Anyway, my last girlfriend. I don't know. But here's the thing. There's this thing that people do where they watch reality TV, right? Or they shit on reality TV, but then they still watch reality TV, but they watch British reality TV, and they think, legitimately, they think that somehow makes it smarter. Hey, dude, there's nothing more dumb and American to do than watch something that's British and think you're smarter because of it. Okay? Guess what? The original Office is good. The American Office is good. If you watch the British Office and then go, it's so much better than the American one, guess who's stupid? You. Americans just don't get British humor. Yeah, we do. We do. You don't get American humor. Also, you know what it is? You don't get British humor. If you're somebody who watches British television and American television and go, oh my God, British comedy is so much more fucking intelligent than American. You know what that means? That means you just hear the accents. You don't understand the comedy. Because if you understood the comedy, you would just laugh at both because they're both funny. But you're just going, oh my God, he said, hey, how you doing? Oh my God, I'm so fucking intelligent now. And you're like, dude, what is that accent you're doing? I'm intelligent. Okay? If I have to hear one more person say, you have to watch British Bake Off, it's amazing, I'm going to lose my fucking mind, dude. And again, this is an annoyance that's probably like a couple years old because it's been like a year since someone told me to watch British Bake Off, but I haven't talked about it yet, so I'm talking about it now. Dude, British Bake Off is Cupcake Wars, okay? There's no difference. They bake shit, there's judges, and they all have bullshit backstories that I don't give a fuck about. Just one, they talk like this, eh? And the other one, they talk like this, okay? That's the only difference, is the way they speak. And also, the comedian on British Bake Off is for some reason dressed like fucking a member of My Chemical Romance. I don't know why. I thought for sure this guy's a rock star. This guy's like some sort of fucking British emo singer. And they go, no, he's a comedian. And I go, what are you talking about? No, he's a rock star. He's wearing heavy eyeliner and he's got fucking styled out the fuck hair. I'm not saying he looks bad. He looks good. He just is clearly a rock star. And they go, no, he's a comedian. Haven't you ever seen Russell Brand? That's what we do here for some reason. Hey, dude, what the fuck? It's crazy to think that in the same place, in the same fucking patch of land, a Ricky Gervais exists and a Russell Brand exists. And then this other third guy who's kind of a Russell Brandish comedian. It's so weird, dude. Who's like that here? Dressed like a rock star and does comedy. Nobody. Fucking Dice Clay was the closest thing to that, and he's fucking 90 years old. What are we doing? What are you doing in British, dude? If anything, that shows that Britain is fucking behind in comedy. Okay? And I'm not shit. I am at no point shitting on British comedy or television right now because a lot of it's amazing, right? I'm shitting on the American who thinks it's fucking smart because they hear, he's going. Having said all that, British Bake Off is pretty good. I don't mind it at all. It's pretty good. I like it. But I like Cupcake Wars too, okay? And you can't tell me one is better than the other. You can't tell me that. They're both fucking good. All right, dude? Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I'm so dumb. If at any point you get mad at me, realize that I'm the dumb one, okay? I'm just shouting nonsense because it's fun. Anyway. What should I talk about? I guess, I got time, right? We just started the second half. Who knows? Probably talked about British Bake Off for 10 minutes. Almost. Like 7 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, well, stop snapping, okay? Stop. I know at some college somewhere, everyone's probably talked about this. There's a college where they tried to ban clapping because it hurts people's ears or whatever the fuck. Okay, cool. All right. I think that's stupid. I personally think that's dumb. Don't ban clapping. That's weird and dumb. But if you're going to ban clapping, do not replace it with snapping. Don't do it, okay? Dude, I was in conversation with somebody, right? I was having a conversation with somebody, and they agreed with what I said, and they went like this. And it was just me and them, and they snapped like I just said a spoken word poem to them. I didn't say a spoken word poem to you. I just said how I'm sad about being lonely, okay? Don't fucking snap at me. I understand that you think it's showing, oh, I agree, but if it's just me and you, you're just snapping in your friend's face, okay? There's no way to not see that as rude and irritating, okay? You would never clap in my fucking face, so don't snap in my face. I wanted to cut their fucking hand off, dude. Don't snap. If you're at a comedy show, don't snap, okay? I was at my friend's show, and in between the jokes, a woman kept talking, not only commenting to her boyfriend about what they just said, like, I don't agree with that, or like, oh my God, that's so me, which, don't do that, shut up, and also, don't snap. Clap. If people are clapping, clap. Don't stop. You're not interesting. That's what it always comes down to that. Someone's just doing something slightly different because they think it makes them more unique. It doesn't. It makes you fucking annoying, okay? Can you believe that? There are people who legitimately are like, I'm going to snap because it makes me different. What the fuck? Pick something else to make you different. Pick something more interesting to make you stand out than you snap because you agree with. Here, if I'm in a conversation with you and I say something that really connects with you, be like, dude, I really connect with that. Don't snap, because at the point where you snap, we're no longer friends, and I definitely don't connect with you, okay? Also, why is that guy dating her? You know what I'm saying? Why is that? What is that? That guy must suck too, huh? Dude, if I was dating somebody and I was snapping like that and commenting to her every fucking moment a joke ended, she should look at me and go, hey, dude, you suck. And leave me, okay? Every person I try to date should leave me so that I know, listen, I got to fucking pick a different way to operate if I want to have somebody like me. You know what I'm saying? Why do we date these people? I don't know. I think so many people are so lonely that like people live full lives sucking in a relationship because the person in their relationship is just like, I'd rather not be lonely. I'd rather stick with this irritating fucking person than be lonely. And if I tell her or him or them what I think, they're going to leave me. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't live in the fear of someone leaving you. You got to be honest about, I love you. I love you. I think you're amazing. I love kissing your face. You're cute as shit. You're the best ever. You're smart as fuck. I love everything about you. But please, honey, stop fucking snapping. You know what I'm saying? Unless he likes the snapping. And you know what? At that point, good for them, dude. They found each other. All right? I mean, I might just be the cunt who doesn't like snapping. I might just be the fucking one guy who's like, what the fuck's going on with the clicks and with your with your finger clicks. You know what I'm talking about? I probably am. I'm probably the just one psycho. There's probably everyone else is like, dude, it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. I don't really mind the snap. Sorry, I think it's cute. What? Okay, dude. Then good for you guys. You guys are a happy couple. Anyway, dude, I went to a weird high school. Gonna shift gears. Dude, I keep remembering things from my high school, and I'm like, you ever think back on a story and you're just like, wow, that really happened, huh? Someone really. I remember I was in high school and I didn't go to a lot of parties, right? So my friends would go to parties, and they would then tell me about shit afterwards that happened at the party. So two of my friends went to a party and they told me about how they shit in someone's sink. Yeah, you heard that correctly. They shit in someone's sink. And I remember they told me about it and they were laughing hysterically. I think they both went to the bathroom and one of them I don't see. I like to believe and remember the story as they both had to shit, and one of them shit in the toilet and the other shit in the sink. But I think what really happened was they both went in the bathroom, and one of them had to shit, and he just shit in the sink because he thought it was funny. And to be honest, it is funny. Like, it's funny if it was in a movie, right? Or if you heard about it after, like, oh, somebody shit in somebody's sink. Like, that's funny. But now that I think about it, like, I wouldn't want to be the person who did that, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were telling me, like, in reality, they should have shit in the sink and then never told anyone it was them. But they told me it was them, and the whole time, I remember listening to this being like, why the fuck did you guys do that? And they're like, oh, it's funny. I go, yeah, but it's less funny that, like, you guys are so proud of it. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when there's no face attached to the poo-poo, but when there's a face shoved into that poo-poo, it's not as funny, dude. It's fucking upsetting, dude. If I was the one who shit in the sink, I'd be going, what am I doing? I'd have to rethink my whole life if I shit in someone's sink. There'd be no way that I was telling everyone about it. And if I was telling everyone about it, it'd be in the context of like, why I'm a monster. I wouldn't be cackling going, how funny is that, dude? We shit in some girl's sink. What? Anyway, that was a story I remembered. So, yeah, that happened in our high schools. People shit in people's sinks for some reason. But then I remembered this story, which I completely forgot. And it's one of those things where you're like, how could I forget this? Because it's so insane. There was a kid in my high school, right? And in my high school, there was a lot of dating. People would date the same. There was a lot of guys that dated two sisters. Do you know what I'm saying? They would date. It usually was they would date the older sister and then date the younger sister, which is crazy to me. Still to this day, it's insane to me. It was more insane back then because I've never experienced a situation like that. But as I got older, me and my brother did become. You know, they call it Eskimo Bros when you have sex with the same person. You know, at different times, you know, not together at the same. I guess you're still Eskimo Bros if it was a threesome. But it wasn't. My brother dated somebody, and then like years later, I also had sex with her. And even that, to me, was very weird. And I don't like the fact that it happened. It makes me feel kind of uncomfortable. And if I could take that back, I would. It was so funny, too, because when it happened, I was, like, very worried about telling my brother. And then when I finally told him, he was like, oh, I don't care. Which is good, because it was years apart. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I wish I hadn't done it because I'm still very uncomfortable with these people who were dating, which I guess is different, but I still feel like, I dipped my toe into that a little bit, didn't I? Well, I guess not. You know what? No, because it was the one I wasn't. No, because the whole thing's weird to me. I don't know. Dating is weird. Especially when it's. Okay. I'm getting lost in the sauce right now. In my high school, it was this. It was a guy would date a girl, an older sister, and then a month later, they would break up, and then a month later, he would date the fucking younger sister. That's insane to me, okay? With me and my brother, it was he dated somebody, then years later, I was very sad, and I had only had sex with one person in my life, and then the only person who showed interest in me was this other girl, who he hadn't dated in years, okay? I feel like I'm being very defensive right now, and I might be, because because I kind of am about it. All right? And then he was cool about it, so I don't need any judgment from you fucks, okay? No, but then, oh shit. You guys didn't see my foot, did you? I just wiped my foot. Oh no, dude. Did you see my fucking foot, dude? Anyway. Sorry. That's only if you're watching the podcast. If you're listening to this, you're very confused right now. Okay, all I'm saying is, yeah, I think it's weird. I think it's all about proximity. It's all about, how close to, how short of a time period is it between dating the one sister and dating the other. Also, it must be weird for those sisters, right? I don't know. I think about this, like, also dating is very, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think about it. Like if my brother dated someone now that I dated for a long time, I don't know. It'd be weird, dude. Wouldn't that be weird? Anyway, so this guy dated a sister that was my age, right? He was my age too, and he dated a girl in our grade. Right? And they broke up for some reason because it wasn't going well. And then he started dating the younger sister, right? But he still missed the older sister. Okay? So I don't know how this plays into what ended up happening, but that was a dynamic. He was with the younger sister, missed the older sister, secretly wanted the older sister back, which is weird. What are you doing, dude? Like, you're making your life so fucking complicated and weird, and you're pitting family against family member. Like, what are you doing, dude? Just find a new girlfriend, okay? I understand that we're young and insecure, and we don't know, like, we don't think any girl's gonna like us, so we just go with whoever picks us. I understand the high school dynamic of love. But at the same time, don't pick the fucking same two sisters, you weirdo. And also, once you pick the younger one, don't miss the older one and try and get him back. What are you doing? Anyway, I want to see this kid's name so bad, but I'm not going to. Anyway, this kid had really bad acne. Okay? And he tried all these different supplements and all these different things. He was the test subject for every single acne cream. He used Accutane. He used fucking Proactive. He used every single cream. And a lot of it didn't work, okay? He was like the reason why I think I think he's the reason why I didn't ever try and use acne creams, because I watched him struggle through it. And also, a lot of times he would try the cream and it would just make his acne more pronounced because he'd be putting the cream on the acne, so then his acne would glisten in the light, and then he got made fun of even more for the acne. So he very much, to me, was an example of things not to do. One, don't date the two same sisters a month apart. That's weird as fuck. And two, don't put acne cream on your face. It's not going to get rid of the acne. It's also just going to put it on display. Okay, so this kid had bad trouble with his skin. I don't mean to be shitty because I don't have the best, I got fucking problems with my skin still. Trouble with his skin, with the younger sister, missed the older sister. Okay, so what happened was one day we all found out that he had skin cancer. Right? we all found out that he had skin cancer. And now I could be remembering this wrong, but for the sake of the story, I'm going to say it like this because it makes sense in my brain. I could be wrong, but I think this is what happened. He got skin cancer. Oh, that's what happened. I think he broke up with the younger sister, right? And then he got skin cancer, and we all knew about it. And for some reason, the fact that he had bad acne and was always working on his skin, we all went, oh, I guess that makes sense. Also, he was a pale-skinned kid, so I guess we were like, oh, he probably burns real easy. Yeah, he's got skin cancer. I don't scientifically, I don't think that makes any sense, but that's what we thought in our brains. Oh, yeah, skin, acne, he's pale and Irish. Yeah, he probably, it checks out that he's got skin cancer. Anyway, he said that, right? And then I think it got the younger sister to get back with him again. So he got back with her because he had skin cancer. And then I remember all the popular girls in our school liked him and were talking to him because there was that thing in high school where it's like if you were about to die or you did die, everyone in the school who was popular tried to be your best friend or tried to act like they always loved you because that's where all the attention was going and they needed to be a part of that attention. You know what I'm saying? My friend got into a fucking medically induced coma in high school, and every single fucking person who was popular tried to act like they ever gave a fuck about him. Isn't that disgusting? And it really is. It comes from a feeling of like, because those kids are drawn to popularity so aggressively and it becomes so in tune with their identity that they're just like, oh, somebody's almost dead. That's taking away from the fact that I'm the cool girl or the cool guy. I got to hop on that shit. I got to become a part of the death so at least people are looking at me. Anyway, so this kid, I think he was at like a party or something. He had like a party for his skin cancer. There was some sort of gathering. I wasn't at it. I heard all this secondhand. But there was some sort of gathering and he was at it and it was all the popular people and they're all like, dude, we feel so bad. You got fucking skin cancer. And all the girls are like, I feel so bad. I want to kiss and suck your dick. And all the football players are like, bro, I won't suck your dick, but like if I was gay, I'd suck your dick, bro. No. Okay, so... And I think it was at the point where, like, he was with the young sister again who got back with him because he had skin cancer. And the older sister, like, liked him again because he had the skin cancer. I could be getting this wrong, but I think that's what was happening. Anyway, this kid was living his best life, right? And then what happened was one of the people called his mom to say sorry about what happened and to tell her that they're all trying to do like a special thing, like raise money for him because he had skin cancer. And then when one of the popular kids called the mom and said that, I think they called them at the party or something like that. Again, I could be getting this all wrong, but somebody called them, and the mom immediately goes, "What? He doesn't have skin cancer?" And then somebody, I think the person at the party who called, went up to Matt and went, I'm on the phone with your mom right now. She says you don't have skin cancer. And then Matt, I said his name. Oh, fuck. Anyway, I won't say his full name. Is that cat's out of the bag? His name's Matt. Anyway. I could be telling this story very wrong. I'm sorry if I am. But he definitely lied. He definitely lied about having skin cancer. Someone definitely called his mom. So he called up. Fuck, I said his name. Maybe I'll bleep it. Probably not. I'm too lazy for that. You don't know his full name. It's fine. So she's like, yeah, he doesn't have skin cancer. And then he was like, faced with the truth, and he just went, yeah, I don't have skin cancer. And then everyone proceeded to be so fucking angry at him and so pissed off and just like, oh my God, you're such a lying piece of shit. And I remember back then thinking like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with that kid? Why would he make that up? But now, you know what? I respect the fuck out of it. What a bold move to pretend you have skin cancer. I mean, you know, I've told you guys before about lies I made in high school about like breaking my arm and stuff, but like those were all based in humor. The thing that makes it weird is that he did it to get back with his ex, which, listen, don't ever make up that you have cancer to get back with your ex. That's fucking uncomfortable. And strange, and the bad basis for starting another relationship. Okay? How long is the relationship gonna last? Until the world finds out you don't have skin cancer anymore. And but here's the thing. I don't know if they broke up. I think they might have stayed together in spite of the lie. I hope that's not true. For the sake of us feeling okay at the end of this podcast, let's assume that she found out that he was lying about skin cancer. He was lying. I'm Italian. And she went, you know what, dude? I'm done. And then those two sisters became the best of friends. I don't remember if that's the end of the story. I apologize for the fucking story being all over the place. But listen, dude, it's all about family. And you got to stick with your family and stay away from the skin cancer liars. All right, guys. I had a great time. Watch The Real Super Mario. Come to our show February 20th. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.